Friends, my name is Jayanti Prasad. I am a PhD physicist and a data scientist. In this video, I will be saying something about data science. Nowadays, when you watch a video on YouTube or visit Facebook or any other social media website, you come across advertisements about data science, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. Some of these advertisements claim that you can become master of data science in 1 month, and that also without having any technical background. And there are other advertisements which say that you can master data science without quitting your job. So I will explain here that these claims are not correct. Data science is a technical subject and you do need technical background for it. And not only technical background, you must do a lot of practice also. So in that way, these online courses which you may buy may not help much if you do not practice much. So let me just give some background. In 2012, there was one article published in the Harvard Business Review that data scientist job is the sexiest job of 21st century. And then there have been articles in newspaper, magazines, journals, and in other online forums that there is a huge scarcity of data scientists. We need more data scientists than we actually have. And of course, with that, there have been stories that artificial intelligence, machine learning, and automation may take away lot of jobs, and which may be true also in up to some extent. So these type of threats have been there earlier also whenever any disruptive technology was introduced, whether it was assembly line or it was digitalization or it was use of machinery in many other fields. So this threat may be real also, but good thing is that with this data science, machine learning, and artificial intelligence, many new jobs will also come, and there will be need for more people working in different areas of data science and machine learning. Now let me come to some other points. So one of the important points is that what all one needs to get started with data science. So if you watch any video on YouTube or read any articles, so you may find that most of the time it is about software tools, and it is projected that if you master these software tools, you can become a good data scientist, which I think is not correct. Data science has some fundamental ingredients or pillars, and software is just one of those pillars. So what are those pillars? So the first and most important pillar, or in fact I will say the foundation or the motivation, is the problem. You must have a problem which can be solved with data. If you don't have a clearly defined problem, then you are not going to get any benefit from any data science exercise. So the problem may be a scientific problem, the problem may be a business problem, or it may be some other kind of problem. So you must identify a problem which can be solved with data. Now the second important ingredient or part is the data. Now you have a problem and you have to find the data for that problem, or the data which can help to solve that problem. Okay, let me clarify this thing what I mean by problem. Problem may be like finding some pattern or making some prediction or maybe uncovering some uh, rule of nature or something. It can be anything basically. So, but prediction is the most common type of problem that you or decision basically. So you must have a problem, then you must have some data, and it is very difficult to get good quality data and to clean it and to make it usable. So the data is the second part, and it's, I mean, there are all sorts of steps in processing data, from data acquisition to data storage and management to data transfer to data analysis to data engineering to data featureization and many other things basically. So you have to make your data, and once you have the data and you have a problem, then you must have tools and techniques. So I'm not talking about the software tools and techniques which will come later. I am talking about tools and techniques which come from mathematics and statistics. So there is no some sort of debate about importance of mathematics and statistics in data science. So you must have a good command on mathematics and statistics. And you all know that you cannot learn these things in 1 month or even 1 year. So you must have a mathematical mindset, you must have analytical skills. Only then you can try to address these issues. And after these things, you have problem, you have data, you have tools and techniques coming from mathematics and statistics. Now here come software tools. So there are a large number of software tools and packages available, for example in Python. So it is good to have a good command on these, but the tricky thing is that you cannot master these software tools just by reading books or watching videos or attending any courses. These tools can be mastered only by practicing and practicing. So that is for sure. So more you practice, better you become in using these tools and techniques. So once you have these software tools and techniques, now comes the other ingredient, which is hardware. So when data becomes huge, then it becomes impossible to analyze that on a smaller system like a laptop and desktop. Then you must use supercomputers. Now good thing is that now you don't need to own a supercomputer, or you don't need to be part of an organization which owns a supercomputer. You can actually buy computing online. So Google, Amazon and many other companies, they provide supercompute supercomputing on demand. You have to pay for it, and that cost is not that much. One can easily afford that. So you need supercomputing when you want to test or try out something big. But for learning purpose, you can work perfectly with your laptop or desktop to know the basic idea about the statistical and mathematical techniques, or to have some ideas about software tricks or techniques. So let me again summarize this thing. The five ingredients I mentioned for data science are the number one problem, number two data, number three tools and techniques, number four software, and number five hardware. So I hope this video helped you to have some idea about data science. So in case you have any question, you can post. And if you like the video, you can like and share it, and keep watching other videos also which I will post. Thank you very much for your attention.